welcome to Tax File. I am your host, Lowe Bella Hassan, and today's episode promises to be a blend of knowledge, perspective, and practical insights on taxation in Nigeria. We'll kick things off with Tax News, your quick guide to the latest developments and policy updates you should know. In Did You Know, we'll share interesting facts that could help you make smarter tax decisions. Then, we'll take you to the streets in our Vox Pop segment to capture what Nigerians think about current tax matters. We'll unpack those opinions in our knowledge zone, giving you deeper understanding and clear explanations. Up next, Professional Insight brings the experts to the table, helping you connect tax policy to real-life impacts. And finally, What's on the Net showcases your online questions and reactions. And of course, we'll be responding to a few of them too. It's an informative and engaging lineup. Let's dive right in. And now, the news. The Federal Inland Revenue Service and the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission, IMAFC, have inaugurated a team of consultants to lead a revenue recovery exercise aimed at retrieving unremitted funds and boosting accruals into the Federation accounts. Ibn Shija has the reports.
Speaking at the inauguration in Abuja, FRS Executive Chairman Dr. Zak Adeliji, represented by Coordinating Director Special Duties Shetima Tomadi, reaffirmed the service's commitment to effective collaboration with the Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission in bridging Nigeria's revenue gap and driving sustainable fiscal growth. The Commission's Chairman Dr. Mohamed Shehu described the initiative as a strategic effort to plug revenue leakages, strengthen fiscal governance, and ensure every recoverable naira due to the Federation is fully accounted for. He said the consultants' engagement aligns with President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda aimed at enhancing transparency and boosting the fiscal capacity of all tiers of government. The Secretary to the Commission, Joseph Okechukwu, urged the consultants to complete their assignment within 6 months and ensure all recoverable funds are remitted promptly. In his acceptance speech, lead consultant Temitayo Ojeleke pledged professionalism, transparency, and measurable results, describing the engagement as a national call to duty.
The Executive Chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Dr. Zak Adeliji, has been named Public Service Person of the Year 2025 by the Leadership newspaper. This honor recognizes Dr. Adeliji's outstanding contributions to Nigeria's tax reform, anchored on efficiency, transparency, and innovation. Aisha Abdul has the reports.
Since assuming office, the Executive Chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS, Dr. Zak Adeliji, has championed far-reaching reforms that have expanded Nigeria's non-oil revenue base, strengthened digital tax administration, and repositioned the service as one of the most efficient and service-oriented public institutions in the country. Under his leadership, FIRS has redefined the perception of tax authorities, moving from being viewed as instruments of pressure to becoming true partners in national progress. His reform agenda has focused on transparency, innovation, and building a culture of voluntary compliance through trust and fairness. According to leadership, the award bestowed on him recognizes his exemplary leadership, integrity, and the tangible impact of his policies on Nigeria's public finance system, marking him as a reformer whose vision is reshaping the nation's revenue administration for sustainable growth.
And as part of its ongoing stakeholder consultations on the implementation of Nigeria's new tax reform laws, the Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms Committee has held an interactive session with representatives of civil society organizations, CSOs. The engagement was aimed at fostering collaboration and promoting a better understanding of the objectives, structure, and expected impact of the reforms on citizens and the broader economy. Mr. Ibrahim reports.
During the session, the committee provided clarifications on key provisions of the reform measures and highlighted how they are designed to simplify compliance, promote equity, and strengthen revenue generation at all levels of government. Participants from the civil society organization expressed strong support for the reforms and shared constructive feedback on ensuring effective implementation. They also pledged to play a vital role in raising public awareness and deepening citizens' understanding of the benefits of a fair and transparent tax system. The committee reaffirmed its commitment to inclusive dialogue and partnership with all stakeholders in the ongoing reform process. It emphasized that sustained collaboration between government, civil society, and the private sector remains critical to achieving a tax system that drives accountability, fosters growth, and delivers prosperity for every Nigerian.
And that's a wrap on the news. Let's join Mariam on the Vox Pop segment.
For those of you who work remotely for international organizations, come take a listen to what your tax obligations are. My name is Mariam Julde Adura. Welcome to the segment. What are the tax obligations of a remote worker who is working for an international company but resident in Nigeria?
The remote worker will have to pay PIT, personal income tax.
I hear that there are these embassy staffs that are not supposed to pay tax because they pay tax in their country, even though they're residents here. What can you just enlighten us on that?
So for a resident person, the person will have been expected to stay in Nigeria for like 183 days or more in a 12-month period. So if you can be established that such a person has lived in Nigeria for up to 183 days and more, the person is to pay tax. So when we're talking about the embassy staff, are they Nigerians? Yes. So there are so many things you need to put into consideration. There might be an MOU between Nigeria and their country. That's their country of origin.
As it is expected of every income earner in Nigeria, it is also expected of a remote worker. You know, we're talking about freelancers, we're talking about tech workers, we're talking about digital entrepreneurs, okay, who work for clients that are out there, foreign companies and the rest of them. Okay, it is expected of them to first of all register with the state authorities, revenue authorities where they are resident. They are expected to register first of all with them, and secondly, they are supposed to declare whatever income they are making, you know, from such foreign transactions. They are expected to declare such and then file returns with those state authorities, okay, in Naira. They are supposed to declare whatever they have gotten from those foreign, in foreign currencies, but in Naira here, declare it and then pay taxes accordingly.
What are the tax obligations of remote workers working for international organizations?
As long as they reside in Nigeria, they are also expected to pay tax.
As a remote worker working for an international organization in Nigeria, the remote worker will pay tax because based on Nigerian Tax Act 2025, it is the resident worker. So that remote worker is a resident in Nigeria. So the residency of that person can be established. The person will pay tax, he or she will pay tax as a remote worker. We are going to, if the person domicile in Nigeria, if the person has family ties in Nigeria, if the person stay more than 183 days in Nigeria, all those conditions are stated there in the Nigerian Tax Act 2025. So if you can establish all those conditions, the person pays tax.
Introducing the FIRS e-invoicing system, Merchant Buyer Solution, the future of business transactions in Nigeria. With e-invoicing, businesses can now generate and manage invoices digitally, reducing paperwork and increasing efficiency. E-invoicing is a key initiative aimed at reducing tax fraud, improving cash flow, and enhancing the overall ease of doing business in Nigeria. With e-invoicing, businesses can enjoy numerous benefits, including reduced paperwork and increased efficiency, improved accuracy and reduced errors, enhanced security and reduced risk of tax fraud, faster payment processing, and improved cash flow. Visit the FIRS website today to sign up and learn more on www.einvoice.firs.gov.ng. E-invoicing, making Nigeria's business environment brighter. FIRS, simplifying tax, maximizing revenue.
Did you know from 2026, as a remote worker in Nigeria, you'll be liable to pay taxes? For more information, please visit www.firs.gov.ng.
Ashu Abbey takes us on the knowledge zone.
Hello, and welcome to Knowledge Zone, where we dive deeper into interesting conversations out on the street. I remain your host, Ashu Abbey. The question today is, as a remote worker in Nigeria for an international organization, will I pay tax? Yes, as a remote worker in Nigeria, employed by an international organization, there is a very high chance you will pay Nigerian income tax on your salary, especially if you are a Nigerian resident. You should self-assess, keep good records, of your foreign salary, convert it into Naira, and declare it in your Nigerian tax return. Be mindful of double taxation. If your pay is already taxed in another country, check whether Nigeria has a tax treaty with that country and whether you can claim a foreign tax credit to avoid paying twice. Make sure you register with your state tax authority or the relevant revenue service as per the new tax law provisions. Consult a tax professional because rules around derived income, tax treaties, and self-declaration are nuanced. It is wise to get tailored advice. Over to you, Lauren.
And now to our professional insight segment.
My name is Aisha Alifa Mohammed, and I'm the Director of Procurement in FIRS. The Procurement Department is supposed to be the one that ensures that the service gets its goods, works, services within the right quality, right quantity, right time, and at the right price. So what we do is that we anticipate the needs of the service, and then we serve as a vehicle that will provide those needs to the service. Public procurement is what we do in FIRS. Procurement in the public realm is guided by the Public Procurement Act 2007 as amended. So that Procurement Act is what guides our processes. So procurement is a process and procedure-based thing, and we are guided by the Public Procurement Act. There's also a procurement manual, there are regulations, and then there's circulars that come out. So the Bureau of Public Procurement, they're the regulators of public procurement in Nigeria. So they have guidelines, they have regulations that we follow for each type of procurement. So for example,
FRS policy on procurement is the public procurement policy because it's the law. It was enacted in 2007 and there have been some amendments to some sections, so we go strictly by it. However, when it comes to other issues post-contract, so FRS has our own policies in respect of, let's say, the way we pay our vendors, in respect to monitoring activities and ensuring that the contractors work or deliver within time and specification. Yes, so in FRS, our payment process is digitalized. So we use SAP in conjunction with F&E. So there's an SAP module that we call SAP FICO MM. That's what we use to do the payment aspect. So like I said before, procurement is being guided by the Public Procurement Act. So the BPP has a module. So let me digress a little bit. So I said procurement is a procedure and a process-based thing. So first of all, you do a needs assessment like we said. You collate your needs and then you start the procurement process by ensuring that there's appropriation. So that's budgeting for what you have and getting approval. You now come up with a procurement plan and you implement the procurement plan. So in that sense, you start with soliciting or advertisements. You know, it's prescribed, there's a way you do it. You put up your advertisements in the national dailies, you put it up in your notice board, your website, and after you do that, vendors will respond, they will come, pick up tenders, submit tenders, and you go through an evaluation process, and then you get approval. So those processes, we have not yet automated, but I'm glad and I'm happy to say that we have just started that process. In fact, we've got approval and we've obtained licenses to upgrade to a higher version of SAP where we now start doing the procurement process online. So we have done it, and yes, we are hoping that by the time we implement it fully, a lot of the things will just be faster, it will be more interactive, and then, you know, we'll be able to get what, we'll be able to ensure that we deliver whatever we're delivering in the best possible way, at the right cost, right quality, right time, and right quantity. Okay, so there are quite a few. This year, we in procurement department got the best department. I mean, we're the best department in the SSG group. That's really a big achievement for us because it used to be that everything is all about procurement. Everything wrong is all about procurement, and you know, so we're glad that we got that. Also, this year we had about 3 sensitization programs where we invited the Bureau of Public Procurement to become our resource persons. And the target or the essence of doing that is just to get people to be more aware of what procurement is. So people just think that, okay, procurement is, okay, I need a car. And then, okay, procurement should be able to just deliver that car for me. No, it's not like that. Like I said, there needs to be a needs assessment. We have to be able to show that there's justification for that car that you're getting. Then you go through the process to ensure that you get the test, you get it at the right cost, you get what you're supposed to get, and you get to, based on specification. So that's another thing. In whatever procurement you do, be it goods, works, or services, whether you're engaging consultants, whether you're buying furniture, whether you're constructing, you need to be able to get the best. You need to be able to get value for money, and you need to be able to get something that will satisfy your need that you you initially started out with. Because if it doesn't, or if you don't get the right thing, then it's a misperform. So we have done three of such enlightenment programs. We did one for our contractors. In June, we held at A-Class. We did one here during the customer service week. We got the director of compliance of PPP to come and speak with our people. So, in summary, what I would like to say as our achievements is that procurement is now out there. So we have now been able to make our own mark in the service. So people are more aware of the procurement department and what we do. We are friends in progress. We are there to serve as a vehicle so that we provide the service with whatever we need in terms of equipment, in terms of buildings, in terms of software, whatever, so that we're able to achieve our targets.
Over to Swateko for what's on the next. Good day and welcome to What's on the Next. My name is Joyce Swateko. At Steven is asking, good job. For almost 2 weeks I've been unable to fix my company's team. Please, what could be the problem and how do we sort it out? At Steven, if you've been unable to fix your company's tax identification number for weeks, the issue could be due to a delay in verification between the Federal Inland Revenue Service and the Joint Tax Board portal. It may also result from incomplete registration details. The best step is to visit the nearest FIRS office with your company registration document for assistance, or check your team status online at teamverification.jtb.gov.ng. As Falashade is asking, our ask is, who is to withhold the tax on Treasury bill? As Falashade, when you earn interest on Treasury bills, the bank or government agency paying you automatically takes out a 10% withholding tax before you get your money. That deducted amount is then sent to the Federal Inland Revenue Service, which is the main tax authority responsible for collecting it. Over to you, Laurie.
You don't hear about the FIRS e-invoicing system where the merchant buyer solution. Yes, so country people, now the future of business matter for Nigeria with e-invoicing. Businesses go fit generate and manage invoices the digital way, which will help reduce paperwork and increase what they call efficiency. FIRS don't carry hand, knock their chest, say they won't make tax compliance. This e-invoicing will help drive away mago and muru from tax matter. It will improve as money will flow, and it will make doing business for the country easy. Other benefits we say no errors for tax matter. Payments will be sharp. Set up say bye-bye to delays. Join the revolution and take advantage of the plenty benefits of e-invoicing. Visit the FIRS website today. Make you sign up and learn more on top www.einvoice.firs.gov.ng. FIRS, simplifying tax, maximizing revenue.
And that's a wrap on this edition of Tax File. We hope today's discussion has helped you see taxation from a fresh, more practical angle. Remember, learning about taxation is not just about compliance. It is about empowerment. Stay connected with us on social media. Share your thoughts and let's keep the conversation alive. I am Laurie Bala Hassan. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay curious, stay compliant, and keep watching TaxFile. FIRS, simplifying tax, maximizing revenue.